I think before 2024, I want to see this happen.
What?
I want you to no longer be a virgin. I mean, you got your ass taken, but that's
So I need to give like.
you need to have sex with a female. Then you're not a virgin anymore.
Okay, so we'll find someone.
Yeah.
We bring you a lady. We make you up. We talk here.
We tell
ask
you what to do.
Ariel, how's this? What is she doing?
It's like the
We'll
show
hear
impractical jokes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that?
We could do that.
Oh God, you just mic me up and then you just tell me what to say in front of people.
And it'll be like a proud father moment.
Can I tell you this one thing? A few weeks ago, my roommate was joking, "Hey Ariel, you need to be quiet. You need to wear like a gag. I'm gonna tape you up and stuff like that." So yesterday, I went to the sex shop and I bought a fucking ball gag.
You're speaking of your roommate. There was a time a little while back that her shoes got stolen.
Yeah, she got
You
stolen.
So her shoes got stolen. So you leave your shoes outside of your
Yes.
place. So you take your shoes off before you go inside. Good Philippine tradition.
Yeah.
One day, and nobody's ever had, you never had any issues with shoes being stolen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, this one day, her shoes got stolen.
Yeah.
She called you about it. And what did you tell her when she called?
I didn't take those shoes.
Which immediately, when I heard this, made me say, he did take her shoes. And I guess you guys were having some troubles, like just, being roommates. You had enough of each other for a while, and
Yeah.
you wanted her out. So you decided to come up with this you masterminded a scheme to put fear into, like, it's no longer safe to live here. Did you ever come clean on that to tell her, like, hey, it was me who did. I have to.
No, I never. I know. I don't. I'm not revealing that. No.
I guess, but don't you want to be absolved from your sin? Like, don't you feel guilty about that?
I didn't do that.
Who did?
Someone in.
Like, so
some neighbor.
that's you're going to stick to that story, even though I have you on video admitting to it.
About what?
Because we can cut to that clip, and you're going to be fucked. All right. Here's your chance. There's nothing better than somebody says, you know what, I did it. It was in a moment of, like, I was frustrated. I was weak. I did the wrong thing. But I'm big enough to at least admit my mistakes. It was so perfectly planned that it seems like it was intentional. And then all of a sudden, Ariel turns his head. He looks at me. He just starts cracking up.
I asked her, I said, what makes your shoes so fucked up that they only stole her shoes?
How did that make you feel?
So what happened?
Yeah, so he was the mastermind behind it. He's the thing.
No.
He's the one who stole the shoes.
I wasn't a thing.
Are you trying to get rid of her?
Yes.
All you gotta do is have JL like come into the apartment in the middle of the night.
Maybe scare her a little bit. Maybe all you gotta do is knock on the door. Scare her. Just scare her by knocking it.
What if I knocked on the door, but I was already inside the door?
No, I did not do that.
And you know how many people believe that? Just take accountability. But you millennials can't take accountability. You think, like, people are so blind and stupid, but you are the one who's, blind and stupid.
No, I'm pretty certain that I did not do that. 100%.
You're a
I
liar.
did not do that.
Right? I loved it, but it scared me how manipulative you were about it. Like, you have a ton of narcissistic traits, but you're like sweet about it.
What are my narcissistic traits?
You will say the most rude, like, mean stuff to somebody, and you think nothing of it. But I like that you're straightforward. That's good.
Well, you have to be straightforward with people.
Yeah. Well, then why don't you start being straightforward when you can't do certain work things? If you're gonna be fucking ruthless and fucking calling bitches hoes, you gotta do the same thing in business. Stop being a little bitch.
I'm not a little bitch,
You're a
John.
little
You just
bitch.
love calling me a little bitch.
You are a little bitch.
I'm not. Look, I just recently just started like standing up for myself and
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes you stand up yourself at the wrong time and to the wrong people. Like, but you have a good talent of making people sound like know what you're talking about, even though you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. But people believe you. You're like, God, this kid knows his shit, and it's like, if you guys only fucking knew.
well, I do know my shit. That's for certain. The amount of influence I get, I mean, even if I talk shit, they're still gonna believe it.
I think you're very talented, Ariel. However, you're inexperienced. Because you're a child. You'd rather go ice skating than fucking, taking a walk in the park and doing some bullshit instead of hustling.
What?
Because that's the problem with your generation. Your generation doesn't hustle. You don't know how to work. You're entitled. You just think everything should be quick, easy money instead of putting in the time and the effort. And that's a fact. You're coming from probably the worst generation of people who have been brainwashed. And you grew up playing video games and you just stayed in that video game. You never came out.
Really?
Yeah. You don't know what the real world is.
I know what the real world is.
When are you going to put in the other 90% of effort that you have within you instead of only putting 10% in?
But where's the 90% coming from?
It's what you're doing with your bullshit time where you're fucking around and not doing fucking things that are meaningful.
What do you mean I'm fucking around?
Video games, some fucking Roblox at nighttime, creating some servers that lead to nowhere, as opposed to like taking a couple steps that like actually produce revenue and move you forward to where you want to go. You do action, but you take action on things that are not priority and don't mean anything. So when are you going to start taking action to do something meaningful?
You're gonna see it happen.
I've heard that. Your words mean nothing when your actions are fucking bullshit. So I want to see action or I'm going to kill you.
It's action. It's always action.
How much time we got?